Hello, it's me again. Uh, yeah, it's been a while, eh? Sorry for the background noise. The neighbour has the gardeners in, but hopefully we can do this. I'm going to look at the Free Code Camp portfolio page. I know we did the videos before, but they kind of got abandoned. I was trying to find a job. Also, they were using Bootstrap, which has since had 2 other releases, so a lot of the class names have changed and things. It was just a pain in the behind to keep it up to date. The only thing that was missing from them was the contact page, so they still might be worth a wee look. But anyway, this time we're not going to use Bootstrap or any kind of framework. It's just going to be HTML and CSS. You can see all I've done so far is fork the template from Free Code Camp. So we're just going to rename that. It's the Free Code Camp portfolio page. Oh, page. There we go. And this is how I've been tackling the Free Code Camp responsive web projects. It gives us the tests. Let's see if we're on the right one. Personal portfolio, okay. So all I've been doing is running the tests and then getting them to pass. So building our HTML structure using the test results. So it's telling us that we should have a welcome section with an ID, welcome section. It should have an H1, a header element with some text. It should have a project section with an ID of projects. The project section should have one element with a class of projectile, which is going to hold some project information. And those projectiles should have at least one link to a project. So if you're doing all of the things, then you'll have your survey page, your technical documentation page. You can use these as your portfolio project. It should have a navbar. The navbar should have a link to navigate the page. It should also have a profile link which will go to your GitHub or your Free Code Camp. What else should we have? When it comes to the layout, we should have one media query. The welcome section should be the height of the viewport, and the navbar should stay to the top. So all pretty straightforward stuff. I'm going to follow pretty much the design that we used in the previous Bootstrap videos. Design isn't my strong point, I tend to use the same things. You'll also see design isn't my strong point when we get to CSS. So anyway, I've got a rough idea of what I want it to look like. So what do we want here? A welcome section with a header. Nice and easy. So it's CodePen, so a lot of stuff is already done. I know what I want my thing to look like, so I know that I'm going to have a header. It's going to have an image, and it's going to have a little bit of text. So for now, let's just call it portfolio header. There we go. Now, I know it doesn't say to use sections, but given that it's semantics and we've got it there. So we have a section with an ID of welcome section. I also know that I'm going to have 2 rows within my welcome part. Yeah, 2 rows. And I know that this one is going to be skills. And this one is going to be split into 2. So it tells us we need an H1. So fair enough, H1. Let's just say about me. There we go. I've messed that up, haven't I? Oh, Ross, you donkey. So that'll be a div. I then need divs inside that. Yeah. This is why we should name things, Ross. Let's just use an ID for now. It might be a class. The ID is going to be, let's just say about row. Within that, we'll then have another one, which is going to be the blurb. And that, what was it going to be? There's also going to be some bump about me. I'm just going to use lorem for now. So that's that part. And then there'll also be another div, which is going to be my picture. So let's just call it photo. Right, that's a bit better. That's a bit better. So, welcome section with an H1. That should pass the first 2 tests. There we go. 3 out of 12. Next, we should have a section with an ID of projects. The projects should have an element with a class of project tile. And it should contain at least 1 link. Okay, so that'll be the about me. Next, we're going to have another section. It's going to have, oh, what are you doing? It's going to have an ID of projects. What's that? Damn, I've forgotten. So there we go, a section. What's going to be in there? We're going to have some kind of row, or a container at least, and then within that we will have another one, but this will be oh, not an ID, a class of project tile, and we're just going to reuse that each time we add another portfolio item, which we should probably say. Why don't we say that? Projectile to be reused for further portfolio items. There we go. And what else? It did say that we needed a link. I'm going to take a little step back from that. So I say that my tile, I'm going to want some kind of image, some kind of thumbnail, aren't we? So let's call that a portfolio image. How about that? I'm then going to have another one, which is going to be, I suppose we could use class, which is going to be a class of portfolio description. So we're going to be missing the link for now because we don't know what we're going to use. What have we got? Project container, and then a tile container, and then within the tile an image and a description. We'll go a little further on. We can skip this link until we start adding it. Oh, we need a nav bar with an ID of nav bar, and the nav bar will contain page navigation links. Okay, so nav bar, we know it's going to go at the top, so let's put it in there. Nav, it has an ID of nav bar, and it's going to have how many links? One, so an unordered list with a list item of, what do we need? We need about, we need portfolio, and shall we stick a third one on? Why not? Let's just say links. Let's say links. So we've already got an About Me section. So LI, we want an A in there, and it will be to welcome section. Ah, yeah, right. Well, it doesn't matter. There we go, that makes a bit more sense. The same is going to go for this. What did we call it? Projects? It is projects. So put in an anchor, tell it to go to the ID of projects. Put that over there. And the last one we'll leave for now because we haven't created it. It's just going to be a footer bar, a footer nav bar, like we did in the last videos. That'll link to FCC, GitHub, LinkedIn, YouTube, whatever it is that you want to go to. So let's see how we're doing now. There we go, we've got 7 now. So we know we haven't done the portfolio. A link with an ID of portfolio link. Right, an ID. What a disaster. Well, let's crack on. Where are we? We know, or I know, that I want to do mine as a footer. And I want it to be a nav bar. And within the nav bar, we're going to need items. And those items are going to be to various places. So let's just do this now. ID. I forgot what the ID was. Damn. What was it? Something link. Profile link. That was it. Profile link. ID is profile link. And yeah, that'll do for now. Why not? Why not? Just take that. I know I'm going to have 3 or maybe 4. Let's say 3. So we'll just tack a number on the end there because they're IDs. Let's give that a class as well, actually. Let's give it a class of profile links, just to make it easier when we come to styling. I'll copy that. I'll just chuck it in there, and let's chuck that in there. Let's quickly fill in some information. Well, we'll put a link on it, and we can leave the ref for now. It's going to be FCC. We'll just put a place marker. Place marker. That can be GitHub. And this one can be YouTube. There we go. That should be good enough for now. Let's run our test again. Oh, we still only get 7. What did I miss? Oh. Oh, my portfolio should have a link. Expected LI to equal A. Do you mean that you want this to be in there? Is that what they mean? Nope, that's not what they meant. Profile link. Oh, right, it's just because we haven't given it its target yet. I see. Right, okay. Let's shift them over then. Well, actually, they're not really important. I don't need that anymore. We don't care if the other ones have an ID or not, do we? Let's just get rid of them. And my FCC profile, I'll have to go look. Hang on a wee second. So in fact, let's change that over. We'll make that first one GitHub, and the other one can be Codecamp. Alright, does it like that now? Oh, god damn you all to hell. Why? Oh, this is annoying. This is really annoying. What's wrong with having my link on a list item? Try putting you back where you were. Or am I being really stupid and calling something by the wrong name? Still didn't like it. Yeah, it definitely doesn't like that. With an ID of, where is the ID? Profile link. Profile link. What on earth is wrong with that? Let's try something silly. Is it because of the... Oh, how do you do that again? Is it target window or window target? I cannot remember. Oh, I'm going to have to go look again. Target underscore blank. Did that make a difference? Ah, so there you go. It didn't like the fact that I wasn't opening it in another window. Well, now can I put it back into my list item where I want it? Yes, we can. Ah, that's more bloody like it. So there we have, that was all of the content apart from linking to another portfolio item. Then we now have all of the content covered. We have our sections, our welcome section. We have our header for it, about me. We have another section which is going to hold our projects. Each project is going to be held on a project tile. It will eventually get an image, a description and a link. We have a nav bar that looks more like a menu currently. The nav bar should use links to navigate across the page. Okay, that's fine. And we should have a link which takes us to an external profile, GitHub or FCC, which is what we just done. So finally is the layout stuff. This is probably going to come at the very end, the media query. Once we get our content fleshed out, we'll look at writing a media query for narrow displays, telephones, whatever. But in the meantime, our welcome section should be equal to the height of the viewport. Well, that's nice and easy. We gave it a name. So, sorry, we gave it an ID. So, welcome section. We want it to be a height of 100 vertical height or viewport height. And the nav bar should always be at the top. Okay, so again, we give it an ID. So nav bar, whoops, position fixed. Personally, I prefer my CSS to follow my HTML structure. So as my nav bar is at the top of the page and my welcome section is further down, it makes more sense for me to do it that way. So we can close that. We can run our tests again. No, we can't. No, we can't, Ross. Save the pen first. Can we run the test now? No! God damn it. Well, refresh the page then. Right, 9. Something didn't happen. What didn't happen? Oh, right, it's just because we haven't turned it into a row yet. Right then. Looks great, doesn't it? Let's see. We're gonna need where were we? Oh yeah, our nav bar. Okay. Nav bar. Well, we've made it a list. We didn't need to make it a list. We could have just listed links or anchors, you know what I mean. But we've made a list. So let's say nav bar unordered list. We want you to be, if we throw on flex, there we go. And just to make it a little easier to see for now, let's say justify the content with space around. Is that one? Oh, I hate trying to justify this stuff, so I do. Space around, it didn't like. Is it fixed? It is fixed. I need to tell it flex direction is a row. Does that make a difference? No. That's about space between. God, I hate you. I hate CSS. I just hate CSS. Anyway, now that we've got it sitting at the top, do we pass the test? No, we don't. It still seems to think that the nav bar is wrong. Oh, the nav bar's parent should be body. You see, this is why you read error messages, Ross. You plamp. Aye. Right then, so let's try just taking that out of there. This is going to mess up my nice welcome heading message and picture. Just as well, it's not going to be my personal portfolio or my production portfolio. Shall we try that? What does it not like now? Navbar's parent should be body and it should be at top of the viewport. I'm really beginning to hate these tests. Don't know if this works. Do I need to do a reset? I can never remember if I need to put pixels or not on that. Right, now everything is scrunched in that corner. And the test doesn't want to work. Goodness gracious. Refresh then. Finally, so we needed to reset the margins and borders that are automatically added. Well, crap. Okay, I'm going to have a quick break there for a cup of tea. I'm sure that this has already taken longer than I intended. And then we'll look at putting in content. Actually, we've got the structure, so next it's going to be the content, and then finally we can see how bad I am at styling. So see you soon.